Namaskar. In today's lecture, we will discuss common press tool die components. So, press tool die consists of die plates, shoes, and die sets. So, die plates, shoes, and die sets are steel or aluminum plates that correspond to the size of the die. They serve as a foundation for mounting the working die components. These parts must be machined so that they are parallel and flat within a critical tolerance. The machining method are milling and grinding. Although grinding is the most popular, a milled surface now can be obtained that is as accurate as ground surface. So most die shoes are made from steel. Aluminum also is a popular die shoe material. Aluminum is one third the weight of the steel. It can be machined very quickly and special alloys can be added to it to give it greater compressive strength than low carbon steel. So aluminum is also great metal for shock absorption, which make it a good choice for blanking dies. So in this way, the aluminum is used, some metals are used. So upper and lower die shoes assembled together with guide pins create the die set. So you can see in a diagram the die set. The lower die shoe often has machine or flame cut holes that allows slugs and scrap created in the die to fall freely through the die shoes onto the press bed. The holes also may serve as a clearances for gas spring and other die components. In figure you can see the upper and lower die shoes assembled together with guide pins create the die set. You can see here die set. This is a die set. The lower die shoe often has machined or flame cut holes that allow slugs and scrap created in the die to fall freely through the die shoe onto the press bed. The holes may serve as a clearance as gas spring and other die components. The die shoe thickness is based on how much force can be expected during the cutting and forming. For example, a coining die, one that compresses metal by squeezing it between upper and lower die section. It requires a much thicker die shoe than simple bending die. So you can see in figure. Then guide pins and bushings. These are also important parts in press tool. So guide pins and bushings you can see in a diagram. So guide pins sometimes referred as a guide posts or pillar. The function of guide pins together with guide bushing to align both upper and lower die shoes precisely. They are precision ground components often manufactured within 0.0001 inch, that is 0.1 micron inch. Although numerous specialty mounting methods can be used to install these components, there are only two basic types of guide pins and bushings. One is friction pins and ball bearing style pins. So you can see here these are ball bearing pins and bushings and piston type of pins. Friction pins are precision ground pins that are slightly smaller than the guide bushings inside diameter. The pins are made from hardened steel. while bushing often are made from or lined with a special wear resistance material called aluminum bronze. Aluminum bronze may contain graphite plugs that helps to reduce friction and wear that occur to the pins and bushings during operation. So it is acting as a lubrication or to reduce friction it is used. So graphite is used. Graphite plugs are used there. So friction pins also help to heal the die shoes and prevent them from moving from side to side. So there are various guide pins and bushings are shown in figure, you can see. So precision or ball bearing style guide pins comprise precision hardened pins, ball cages, ball bearings and bushings. Unlike friction pins, these pins ride on a series of ball bearings contained in a special aluminum ball cage that permits the bearings to rotate without falling out. So these pins have several advantages. First, friction is reduced so the die can run faster speed without generating excessive friction and heat. So this is a major advantage of ball bearing style guide pins. The second advantage, that is, they allow the die maker to separate the upper and lower die shoes easily. And the third advantage is because they use ball bearings, they can be manufactured with greater accuracy than friction pins. So these are three major advantages. First is friction is reduced. The second is they allow the die maker to separate the upper and lower die shoe easily. And third, they can be manufactured with greater accuracy than friction pins. So one thing you must remember that guide pins are meant to align the upper and lower die shoes, not to align a poorly maintained or sloppy ram in a press. Some companies try to compensate for poorly maintained press by adding organized guide pins or guiding the guide pins into the cone shape. So care must be taken when flipping die shoes over so that the guide pins are not bent. So this proper care should be taken while mounting the upper and lower die using guide pins and bushings. The next component of press tool is heel blocks and heel plates. You can see in a figure upper shoes and lower shoes are there and heel blocks are used. Heel blocks are special steel blocks that are precision machined, screwed, doweled, and often welded to both the upper and lower die shoes. They contain components called wear plates and function to absorb any side thrust that may be generated during the cutting and forming process. They are especially important if the generated force is one directional. Too much force generated from one direction only can cause the guide pins to deflect, which results in misalignment of critical cutting and forming components. Most heel blocks have steel heel plates, and a heel block on the opposite shoe has a wear plate made from aluminum bronze or some other dissimilar metals. The plate selection process is a critical. Using two opposing plates made of same metal, they can result in high friction, heat, and eventually galling or cold welding of wear plates. Heel blocks can be used to heal the die in any or all directions. The box heel often are used to heal the die in all directions. So in figure you can see the heel blocks. So aluminum, bronze, wear plates with graphite plugs you can see here. So these are heel blocks used in between upper and lower shoe. Next, the some components, screws, dowels and keys are also important components used in press tool. Screws fasten and secure the working component to both the upper and lower die shoes. The socket head cap screw is the most popular fastener used in stamping dies. This hardened tool screw, often referred to as an Allen head screw, offers superior holding power and strength. Dowels are hardened, precision ground pins that precisely locate the die section or component in its proper location on the die shoe. Although the dowels have much healing ability, their main function is to locate the die section properly. You can see in the figure the keys and keyways are there, screws and dowels are there, which are used here to fasten and secure the working components to both upper and lower die chutes. Dowels are hardened, precision ground pins that precisely locate the die section or components in its proper location on the die shoes. Although dowels have much healing ability, their main function is to locate the die sections properly. Keys are small and rectangular blocks. Here you can see. Keys are small and rectangular blocks of precision ground steel that are inserted into the middle pocket in the die shoes and sections called keyways. So keys locate and heal die sections and components. You can see this figure. While these are the most common and other components can be used in manufacturing stamping dies. So these are some important components I want to discuss with you. Thank you very much.